the undersigned citizens and taxpayers of Kanawha County in the state of West Virginia hereby petition the Board of Education to deny the use of certain textbooks in the schools of this county. More specifically, it is requested that any textbooks, periodicals, pamphlets, or other instructional materials be prohibited which demean, encourage skepticism, or foster disbelief in the institutions of the United States of America and in Western civilization. I have copies of this petition bearing the signatures of 4,600 citizens of Kanawha County.
Perhaps two.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're ready. Okay. Reverend Taylor, I'd like to know what you hope to achieve by establishing these schools.
Well, we hope to achieve, number one, attention from the Board of Education, letting them know that we are objecting. Now, I talked to Mr. Isaacs after the meeting, one of our board members, that decided that the course that the board were going to take, and he did not seem to be too concerned. However, I served on a review committee prior to this, chaired a review committee of our Church of the Nazarene. And I might just say that these people here, not all of these people are Nazarene people. They're Methodist, Baptist, and whatever. No offense to anyone I left out. But they would not listen. And I might say that we do not live, and no reflection of people who do, we do not live on the side of the bank somewhere with our tar-papered shack. We have about a $75,000 house we live in next door here. And we have about $500,000 worth of property, so we are not poor people in that respect. However, I would say that we hope to accomplish. My children, both of my children, are here today, and they only missed one day of school, and that was on a Friday when the protest was asked, people asked to hold the children out of school. Now, apparently, about 16,000 people out of 42,000 that day, no one seemed to care. No one seemed to listen. So we hope that the school board now will begin to listen. And I don't mind telling you that until they do, we have no intention of putting our children back in the public school.
Things in that book and on tape.
Gospel Mission.
Right. St. Albans, West Virginia. And that light is bright.
Reverend, would you just describe for me, sir, the controversy as you see it?
Well, what I've said is in the beginning today that we've been on the school book issue, and I've been in it for about 2 weeks, and I'm really weary, I'm tired. Last week we went about 5 days with about an hour and a half sleep every 24 hours. And Reverend Horn, and there's been many people that's really worked hard in this. And today, seemingly a lot of the people feel that a whole lot of this thing is turned toward more of a coal mining issue than it does a book issue. But still, it's these books that are the issue with the parents and with many of these coal miners, because they're fathers and they live in Kanawha County. And it's not a coal issue. The coal's in the hill. The kids are in the schools, and that's where the books are. Where they've been, I understand that the books are being withdrawn from the schools and being taken out. Of course, as you know, the schools are closed down in the valley till Monday, and all ball games and extracurricular activities and such has been curtailed until after the first of the week. But still, we're still in a serious situation here in Kanawha County, and there's no decision at this time has been made in any way. Proposals have been made by the Board of Education, and we're just standing around and trying to listen to our people and talk and get information in from the coal fields. Reverend Horn, right at this very hour, is up in the coal fields where the pickets are now, the coal miner pickets are, and he's talking to those up there. And as a minister and as a preacher, we want an honorable and peaceful solution. We want everyone We want everyone. We repeat. We want this to be a solution solved to where that it will be a peaceful solution. We want it to be honorable and take the books out for 30 days for a cooling off period, and then after all this is really cooled off, then go back and put them right back in and shove them down people's throat. And parents, not coal miners, but parents, moms and dads, just don't want this thing. If they took the prayer out of school, and we accepted that. But we don't want people to bring the Bible back into school and teach their version of it, and teach it to be a myth or something of this nature. We feel that we want our children to be able to express to our children and teach them the morals that this nation stands on, to teach them the right from wrong, and to not teach violence to them. And this very issue of violence, people are trying to build it up to a point that's saying that we're outdoing just what the books are advocating. Well, if that be the case, then get those books out of there so that this will all be ended, and 10 years from now the children won't be doing the same thing again. You see what I mean? But there is violence in those books. We realize this. And these are peaceful parents. These are Christian people. I'm a Christian. I don't advocate violence, and never have and never will. I'll never stand on violence. I told some of them yesterday. I said, boys, I believe in peaceful protest. That's my constitutional right. The First Amendment guarantees me free of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of press. And I said, you have your freedom of press. That's what I told the newsman. Some of them wanted to deny the newsman. I said, to deny the newsman to be able to take the pictures and say his belief is just the same as trying to deny me my freedom of religion and freedom of speech. So everyone has to have their equal right, and I respect those that don't go along with my belief, but nevertheless, as an American citizen and as a citizen of Kanawha County, West Virginia, and I believe the books are wrong, and I stand on that today. And that's all I have to comment on.
Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you.
Mrs. Lavender, you're still upset even though this temporary taking of the books out of the schools has been noted.
Yes, sir.
What is your main objection to the books?
Well, I don't like some of the things that are in the books because, for one reason, I have read some of them, and I have a daughter. She's a sophomore in East Bank High School, and I know that she is old enough to know right from wrong, but I have 3 other children that are married, and they are planning on having a family, and I don't want my grandchildren to know of this stuff.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Of Kanawha County. Now, I'm not here as a preacher. I'm not a religious man. I am here as a concerned parent. I am out here, and I'm also a spokesman on the committee for the concerned parents that met with Mr. Underwood the other day.
And we want, and people, if they want us to march to jail instead of having to waste precious gasoline, instead of wasting precious gasoline, which we've heard about so long, we are resolved that the books will come out, our children go back to school. God bless every one of you. Let's go to jail.
Ready to go.
Listen now. The law don't have to haul us down there. We'll march it.
We'll stay here and make a paper, Cable. Bring case, we'll be leaving then.
No, we're not I just turn us out of here.
Just a minute, people. Just a minute. Everybody get over the sidewalk. Everybody get off of the sidewalk, please. Everybody off of the sidewalks, please. Don't block nothing. Here, come here, boys. Don't you block an inch. Back up. Wait a minute, buddy. He's getting off. Back up here. All of you move off of the sidewalks. Every one of you back off of the sidewalks, please.
Hey, we're down here. We're down here.
Now, if you in the Constitution of the United States of America can find where these people are blocking these access to any building, any facility, where we are keeping these people up here from working. Look up here. Hey, buddy, there's why they're not working. This is why they're not working. They're too nosy. They want to look out here and see what's going on. Go back to work. We're not bothering you all.
Hey, take a picture, me.
The problem is that the Board of Education, now take this down real good, boys, and I hope it's all over the world. They told me, Judge Knapp told us that this was a little kingdom of its own. If the trouble started here, the trouble has to end here. Now, we went to the Assistant Governor Yost up here, and the Assistant Governor Yost told me that the governorship up here, we elected the governor to take care of that. You know, when we was up at the State House, the lieutenant governor told me, he said, you elected these people to be your leader down here of the Board of Education. We absolutely did 2 years ago. I want you to get this too, boys. 2 years ago. Since then, and we really trusted them, and since then, they have brought these books in after they was already elected. We would not have elected them had we have known this stuff was a-coming. Come, boys, come. So the Board of Education is where we come.
Right.
Now,
they're going to put in what they want to. Education the other day when we was in court.
Right.
Right there. He told us come right here. We have permission. We have permission to be here. From judgment. Somebody call him.
listen. I just got through telling you our Honorable Judge Knapp told us that we should take our protest to the Board of Education.
Worry about yourself. Don't worry about nobody. That's right.
Let me tell you, I have got calls from several states. They're saying, God bless you people.
Great water down there. No matter.
I'm not going to have my face but mine done.
Okay, next one, please. Ma'am, can we have you right in? Did you photograph her?
You didn't got
You
me.
got her?
You didn't got me.
Photograph her right in the kitchen. All right, cool, good.
The smile.
Have you right in the kitchen?
I
got her.
Got her? How about you? Smile.
I prefer it that way.
Ready?
No, you're not getting it.
Just right on the other side. There you go.
Turn your head. Everybody get the policeman's badge number now. We don't want it.
Bill Pollard, come here. Jim Pollard.
Heavenly Father is the right of the magistrate Father. Therefore, me to pray the laws of the land. Father, we have
Gracious God, we do come before you, humble Lord Jesus, Christ God. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Praise his name, boys. Praise him. If these people won't have long to live, once this is over, boys, you won't have long to live. You keep on working iniquity. Vengeance upon those who do wickedly. Amen.
I will serve thee.
Hey, man. Look pretty, Barney. Yeah, I like to cross the hands. Where is it?